So GM just loaned $40 million to Lordstown Motors for retooling their factory.
But no, because GM sold the Lordstown plant, the GM Lordstown plant, to Lordstown Motors.
Yep. And now they're loaning them $40 million to retool it.
But wait, they sold the factory to them for $20 million.
Yep.
And now you're saying they're loaning them $40 million?
Well, let me read you what GM spokesman Jim Kane said. We structured the sales agreement to help support Lordstown Motors' launch plans for the Endurance pickup. It allows them to take possession of the plant and to cover some operating expenses while they undertake their capital raise.
If they're making a pickup, if Lordstown Motors is making a pickup that will directly compete with GM's pickups.
Well, here's where I think we're missing the finer points here. GM is really good at one thing. Putting a bunch of financial lawyer types in a room and having them figure out all sorts of different ways to structure businesses so that they kind of own pieces of it, but they can cut themselves off from it if they want to. So basically, GM pretty much owns Lordstown Motors. It's like a joint venture they're doing with them. And I think this is going to be their next electric truck. If it doesn't work out, if the truck doesn't sell like they think it will, whatever, they can be like, hands off and be like, Lordstown Motors, don't know what that is.
But they owe us $40 million.
Why do you think they sold them the factory for $20 million? That's nothing for a factory. And it came it came with most of the machines in the factory.
Right. And let's be clear here. Lordstown Motors is working with Workhorse. So the company Workhorse, they've made a couple hybrid pickup trucks.
Right.
And also delivery vans. And so now GM kind of, I guess, wants to acquire Workhorse, all their technology. And so they made, or somebody made Lordstown Motors to work with them, and then these people work with them.
I mean, this is, Ford did this with Rivian, right? They threw some money at them, and they got Rivian's technology. GM is doing the same with Workhorse. They're getting their technology.
And so at some point, they're probably going to acquire them, all going well.
Probably.
So it's just really annoying to me that GM, instead of taking a bunch of engineers and putting them in a room to figure out technology, they just took a bunch of financial wonks and lawyers and put them in a room and had them figure out a way to get the technology in such a, like, why didn't they just innovate?
Exactly.
Why do they have to rely on outside companies? They're a huge company. They hire tons and tons of engineers. Why couldn't they just start a division called the Electric Truck Division, and you just say, oh, we're going to steal some dudes off of Tesla. We're going to steal some dudes off of Workhorse. You guys,
they're not good at that.
Figure out all this stuff. Make us an electric truck. I mean, I think it's because they know that they're behind at this point.
Yeah, but also they just don't have a culture of innovation. They don't have rooms full of innovative engineers. They have rooms full of engineers that'll do what you tell them to do, but they need vision, and they don't have it. Thanks for watching this clip. You can watch the whole episode by clicking this card or by clicking the link in the video description down below. Now you know.